The hallway of Westview High was buzzing with noise. Lockers slamming, sneakers squeaking, students laughing. But in the middle of all that noise, Junior Johnson stood silent, staring down at the red F marked on his history paper. He'd worked hard on that assignment. Stayed up late researching, making sure every detail was right. But somehow, again, his teacher, Mr. Peterson, had failed him. "Come on, Mr. Peterson," Junior said, holding up his paper. "You said if I corrected the citations, I'd get full credit." Peterson smirked, leaning back against his desk like he was swatting away a fly. "Junior," he said, dragging out the name, "you can't expect me to believe you wrote this. It's too good." The room went quiet. A few students shifted uncomfortably. One girl whispered, "That's messed up." Junior swallowed hard. "So because I did well, it's a problem?" Peterson's tone sharpened. "Don't talk back to me. You want to pass? Learn to stay in your lane." The words hit harder than the failing grade. Junior clenched his fists, his face burning. But he turned, grabbed his backpack, and walked out. He made it halfway down the hallway before stopping. He didn't cry. He wouldn't give them that. But he was tired. Tired of working twice as hard, only to be treated half as good. That's when the intercom crackled to life. "Attention, students and staff. Please welcome our new principal who will be joining us today for orientation." Junior barely listened. He just wanted to disappear. But fate had other plans. Later that morning, the hallway doors opened and then Michelle Johnson walked in. Elegant, confident, calm like a storm that hasn't hit yet. She shook hands with the vice principal and took a slow look around the building. When she reached the office, she spotted a familiar figure sitting outside, head down, eyes red. "Junior?" she asked softly. He looked up, startled. "Mom? What are you doing here?" Michelle smiled faintly. "They didn't tell you?" Before he could respond, the vice principal returned. "Ah, Mrs. Johnson. Sorry, I mean Principal Johnson. We're so excited to have you here." The entire office froze. Junior blinked. "Wait, Principal? You're the new principal?" She nodded slowly. "I am now." Word spread like wildfire. Within minutes, students were whispering, "Junior's mom's the principal?" "Wait, that Junior?" But the real storm hit when Michelle decided to pay a visit to Mr. Peterson's classroom. The bell rang. Students hurried out, except for Junior, who lingered outside the door. Peterson was inside, laughing with a few teachers. "You've got to set expectations early," he said smugly. "These kids need discipline, not handouts." That's when the door opened. "Good morning," Michelle said, stepping in. Her voice was smooth, but there was steel underneath. Peterson straightened up. Can I help you?" "You must be Mr. Peterson," she said, extending a hand. "I'm Michelle Johnson, the new principal." He blinked, awkwardly shaking her hand. "Oh, of course, Principal Johnson. Pleasure to meet you." Her eyes flicked to the papers on his desk, a pile of failed assignments, including Junior's. She picked one up. "This one caught my eye." Peterson's smile tightened. "Ah, yes. That student, Junior Johnson, he, needs improvement." Her gaze lifted, cold and sharp. "Is that so? Because I've read this report, and it's excellent. In fact, it's one of the most well-researched I've seen." Peterson's throat bobbed. "Well, I had concerns he didn't write it himself." Michelle folded the paper slowly. "Because of his writing style or because of his skin color?" The room went silent. Even the air seemed to hold its breath. If you're still watching, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, because what happens next will make you clap out loud. Michelle took a step closer. "Mr. Peterson, I reviewed your grading records. This isn't the first time you've failed students who look like my son." Peterson stammered. "Principal Johnson, She raised a hand. "Save it. Effective immediately, you're on administrative leave pending investigation. Your classroom conduct has no place in my school." Her tone was calm, but every word was a bullet of authority. She turned to the door. "Junior, come inside." He hesitated, then stepped forward. "This is your teacher?" she asked. He nodded. She faced Peterson again. "You'll treat every student here with respect, including my son." With that, she set the paper back on his desk, the red F now a symbol of his failure. Not Junior's. As she and Junior walked out, the students in the hall stared in awe. Peterson sank into his chair, pale and speechless. Outside, Junior looked up at his mom. "You didn't have to do that." Michelle smiled. No, son, I did. Because you deserve better. And from now on, you'll get it. The bell rang again, but this time it sounded different. A new day had begun at Westview High, and for the first time, Junior Johnson walked those halls with his head high, because justice finally had a voice.